Hello, Prairie Dogs. We hope that this finds you well, and we're going to have a great conversation about our student council election. We are going to celebrate Election Day by electing a student council here at Perry Creek. This is very exciting because a number of elementary schools in Sioux City are doing this. Aren't you excited, Dr. Holcomb?
I'm very excited, and Election Day is coming up, which is November 8th.
That's next Tuesday.
It is. It'll be here before we know it.
Now, while some adults in our country are electing our president, we're going to focus on electing student council members. You might be wondering, what is a student council member? And so today we're going to talk about this. Student council members, the mission of the Perry Creek Student Council is to promote service, citizenship, character, integrity, and academics. And these are all good character qualities. Where would the students have heard about this, Dr. Holcomb?
Well, likely they would have heard them in guidance lessons with our very own Mr. Langley, and probably a little bit also from their classrooms and from the two of us when we did all of our PBIS boot camp sessions on expectations for our PAWS here at Perry Creek Elementary.
Okay, so we know how to have good character, citizenship, integrity, and academics. All of those things are important as well as service. Student council members will be representative of the entire student body at Perry Creek and will work to make our school the best school that it can be.
You are all amazing prairie dogs, and we have seen numerous examples of that already since school started, and we are so excited to see what new ideas that you might bring to the table to help us make Perry Creek Elementary even better than what it is today.
Now, this video is reaching all of you in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade. And so what we're doing for student council in 1st, 2nd, and 3rd grade is that all 1st graders will elect a 1st grader and a 1st grader who's a boy and a 1st grader who's a girl. 2nd grade will elect a 2nd grader who's a boy and a 2nd grader that's a girl. And 3rd graders will elect a 3rd grader that's a boy and a 3rd grader that's a girl. We will not be voting for these students because the teachers and principals will be selecting from the students that apply. So you might be wondering, how do I apply?
How do I apply? So let's take a look at that, because I know there are probably a number of you out there who are interested already. So you will, if you are interested in being part of our student council, you should talk to your classroom teacher and get an application. And you can see that in the background here, where you would fill out your name, your grade, and your classroom teacher's name. And then there are about 5 things there that will help you kind of decide, am I the right person for this job? So one of those would be, am I someone who comes to school every day and am not late? Because that will be very important as we work to improve our school and to participate in our student council meetings.
And that's showing responsibility.
Absolutely. Am I a person who tries my best every day? We want to make sure that we are doing that, and we talk about that with our PAWS cards too. Am I a person that shows respect to everyone around me? Because we'll have to work together with lots of people, won't we, Mrs. Denny?
They might even be people that we don't know.
Absolutely.
And they might even be people who aren't our close friends.
That's right. But you all have great ideas, so we'll have to work together and show respect so that we can listen to all those great ideas and make decisions. Am I a person that takes responsibility for my own actions?
A good example of that, Dr. Holcomb, is that we all make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
The important thing is that when you make a mistake, you take responsibility for it. And you acknowledge that you did that and that you're going to take responsibility. You're not going to do that again.
No, and we learn from that.
So that is something that a good candidate does. And we're not saying that you have to be perfect. You have to be willing to take responsibility for your actions.
And then the last question you want to ask is, am I proud of my school? And do I want to make this school even better? Because that's what our student council is going to be all about. How do we take our amazing building and make it even better?
Well, that's exciting.
I know.
That's exciting. Now, there is a part on this where you will have to take it home if you are one of the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd grade students who is interested in being on our Perry Creek Student Council. You will have to take this home and have your parent or guardian sign it, just saying that they give your permission to do this. We will be meeting during the school day, but there might be some activities that require a little extra time. Some of the activities that we have been thinking about doing, we've been thinking about our giving tree with our holiday season coming up so that we can give items to those who are less fortunate than us. We've also been talking about forming some relationships with our senior citizens in our community through our Blue Zones project. We've even been talking about getting our very own big prairie dog, like a statue. And so we would need your help for that.
Yep, and that we could put that right outside our school, right at the front entrance, so everybody knows that we are the Perry Creek Prairie Dogs.
So we need your help in making sure that we have the best student council ever. We will end up with a total of 12 students on our student council. What that means is that not everybody who's interested will be able to be on our student council. The good news is that we'll have lots of things going on throughout the year that we'll need lots of help on. So if you're interested in being on our student council, let your teachers know. And then on November 8th, next Tuesday, we are going to let everybody know who is going to be on our student council.
So exciting.
Have a great day, Prairie Dogs.